Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to Film Freaks, a show for film, fun, and all things entertainment. I'm Jesse Galan, and today we're going to discuss Altered Carbon. Altered Carbon, man, what can I talk about this Netflix original that probably everybody's already said? I love the show so far. I've seen the first 2 episodes and it's delivering. At first, I'll be honest, the first episode was a little confusing, but at the same time, it just gave enough mystery behind the characters and what's going on to draw me in to find out more. The story starts with him in the past where he gets assassinated. You're not sure what's going on. It seems like the police force comes in, takes him out, and then he's resurrected in the future, about 250 years later into the future period where he died. Technology where they implement a DHF chip in the back of your spinal cord or your brain, and it allows to absorb your consciousness, and then you can essentially live forever unless that little chip gets damaged, and obviously you can't transfer your conscious to the next sleeve, which is what they call for bodies. The first episode, they did a parallel storyline between his present and his past, and interesting enough, it was an Asian character and gets assassinated, comes back in the present, and now he's RoboCop. Yes, RoboCop, played by Joel Kinnaman. If I think I said that right, I'm not sure. And meets with this big-time, filthy, disgustingly rich man, with who they consider the group is called the Meth, and he tells him that he bought his body and his consciousness to solve his murder. So now Kovac is pretty upset that he's not only resurrected 250 years later, but now is the sole property of this filthy rich man, and now has the ultimatum either going back in the ice, is what they're referring, prison or subconscious death, and or being alive and discovering who this the person who killed the meth guy. So in the first episode, it's a balance between whether he should do it or not, and just allows you to feel for the world and what it's about, and just get to know the character a little bit. So it parallels back and forth. Solid. It's a very solid episode. Again, I can't emphasize enough that it was mysterious enough to keep me engaged. But at the same time, I left a lot of questions open where I felt a little confused at times. All right. So in the second episode, we find Kovac going through the process of discovering who killed, or at least has the intentions to kill, Bancroft, which is the meth character, the filthy rich guy. And he has about 4,000 or 5,000, something ridiculous, video clips of death threats that he has to go through and analyze and discover which of these people are more capable of or had the ability to kill Bancroft. And he narrows it down to one guy. Goes into his house, checks it out, beats the crap out of him, tries to find questions, and finds out that it really wasn't him, although he had the skill sets and the motive to do it, but he still didn't do it. He finds out that he has a daughter named Liz, and kind of a messed up, morbid way of keeping her alive, her subconscious. And apparently the way that he has kept her alive is through a looping cycle of her death, and her subconscious was like, the more times he goes into it and activates it, the more trauma his daughter would go through, but he was willing to let her go through all that trauma just to see her. I mean, totally messed up. And then from there on off, discovers it wasn't him, lets him go, goes into these, I think, brothel or a strip joint where Liz was last seen, and or at least where her death was, to discover what happened to her. And runs into some problems, and he gets arrested. During this process, he meets an officer named Ortega, a lieutenant, and she has, like, I don't know what her problem is. She's constantly following him from the very beginning, and like, it seems like she's either infatuated with him or has some beef with this guy. I still haven't figured out why. She's like obsessed with this character. So I have my theories as to what that is, but I don't. Again, this is not a spoilers. review, so I just want to give you guys the bases. So it ends with Ortega. There was this, her little sub story. She meets this mother who's missing her child, and it ends with her finding the child with her character. And it was interesting, the dynamics as to how she found the missing girl. So so that's what I have for you guys today. I'm totally loving it. I love cyberpunk genre. It's one of my favorites. Blade Runner 2049. Mnemonic. A lot of these movies that are just about the future and the social status of society being such a stark contrast. Totally love it. Let me know what you guys think. Comment below. All right, guys. Thanks for watching our episode.
Yeah, if you liked our video, go ahead and give us a thumbs up.
And if you didn't, you can double click on the thumbs down. Otherwise, don't forget to subscribe, comment, share, and like.
Right on. And check us out on our other social media outlets at Instagram and Twitter. And please tweet us at FF Media News.
Or you can engage with us through our email at ffmedianews@gmail.com.
All right. Thanks, guys.